What's up, fellas? It's your boy Sean J coming to you live and direct with another video. Today's topic of conversation is the moment I knew rapping wasn't for me. The moment I knew rapping wasn't for me. Before I start, I got some notes. So if you see me looking down, you know the reason why. I got a little notes on this stuff. Make the video a little bit more easier for me to articulate a little bit more easy, even though I have a hard time articulating sometimes. But that's all right though. We're gonna get it in. We're gonna make it happen. So the moment I knew rapping wasn't for me. So in this video, we're gonna talk about like when I started rapping, like when I started rapping. And before I get deep into the video, fuzz, this whole process of me rapping or chasing this dream or what, you know what I'm saying? It was between the year 2000 and 2005. I'm gonna put it like that. It was a 5-year type of thing. So let's get into it. So, and it's, like I said, in the video, we're gonna talk about that when I started rapping, my early passion, the reality, the big reality check, right? The breaking point and the lessons I learned. So number one, early passion. Fuzz, let me give you a little history of me. Like, I was born in Indiana. I'm from Naptown. That's where I'm from. And mom moved us here when I was a little shorty. And sorry, when I was a little shorty, and I mean, if you're going to school, this is Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City was not that diverse in the 90s. No, sir, it wasn't that diverse in the 90s. It's a lot more diverse now. No, I can admit that. You go outside, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black folk. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't that diverse back then as it was now. And I'm going to elementary, I'm going to church. So honestly, guys, it's like I didn't know about all of these rappers in the early 90s. I didn't follow any rappers. I said following. Well, you know what I'm saying, buying they records or whatever. I didn't even have cable and television, so I didn't know too much about rap when I was coming up as a youngster. Not until I got into junior high. And junior high, it was a whole different feel. We moved from one side of the city to another location, more in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, in the hood, where in the neighborhood where there's a lot more people of color. There's Polynesians, there's a lot of Hispanics. There was you may have had Africans, you may have had Asians and a little bit of Asian, not too many Asians and Native Americans. I've had a few Native American friends. I've had a few Asian friends. I've had friends all across the board, guys, ladies and gentlemen. But where was I going with this? So, junior high. That's when I started listening to different rappers. Like the friends I made probably 8th, 7th, I think it was 8th grade, right? Made in 8th grade, this dude had all the albums. Like he had the, the books, you know what I'm saying? He had, his joint was filled. So I got to listen to all kinds of stuff, mainly West Coast stuff. He was into West Coast stuff, so he was into like Tupac and Tupac Dre, Too Short. I liked myself. I liked what's that? Bone Thugs and Harmony. I started getting more into Jay-Z, but he liked Snoop Dogg. Like he probably had all Snoop Dogg's albums. He liked Snoop Dogg's joint. So I really grew up on a lot of that type of rap. Early on in junior high, that was what I was listening to. You know what I'm saying? And then that was junior high. So I officially started rapping when I was in freshman year in high school. Now by then I was smoking and I was drinking. We're talking 15, 16 years old. I was smoking and I was drinking. I was out of church. I wasn't going to church anymore. I was out here. I was out in the streets. By ninth grade. I was definitely out in the streets, just wilding out. So I started rapping. It all started with freestyling. I kept it to myself for a while though. Like I didn't tell like the friends I was hanging out with, I like to freestyle and rap. I kept it to myself. It was just like a hobby of mine. Like I'd be high, blow some weed, come, on the way home. I just kind of freestyle whatever was on my mind. And that grew over time to loving it, to liking it, or liking it to loving it. My 10th grade year in high school, I started to look the part. You dig what I'm saying? Your boy got the drip on, he got a little bit of money, got my first job as a construction worker. I start dressing super fly, you know what I'm saying? Like a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Do-rag and Timbs, baby. That's my era, the 2000s, 90s, 2000s, do-rags and Timbs. If you know, you know. If you my age, 39, you know what I'm talking about. Do-rag and Timbs, man. That's a good era, by the way. I love the 2000s, man. Late 90s, 2000s. Those good times. Good times. But yeah, so I looked more like a rapper. You had girls, you can say, he dressed like a rapper. So I kind of took that persona. I kind of took that, like, you know what, I'm gonna pursue this rap thing. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, by then I was really getting into trouble. Started getting into trouble. I started smoking a lot of weed. My first stint was when I got caught at my school, like a block away. I was a block away, but I had a pipe. I had a pipe that I got from this place called Amazing J's, right? The $135 glass pipe was like that big, a big old glass pipe. The very first day I brought it to school, got caught up. So long story short, they took me, they kicked me out of my high school, and they kicked me out of my high school, and I had to go to another school to catch up on credits, right? So there is where I kept I kept rapping. Told a couple of dudes, hey man, you rap, rap, I rap, you rap, all right. Let's, we started this thing like every lunchtime. We would get together and we would just freestyle. We would freestyle. Now I ain't gonna lie about it. I was really shy. I ain't gonna say my skills was the best, but I enjoyed doing it when I felt like doing it. I enjoy listening to other people rap. You know what I'm saying? We started that whole thing. Looking back at it, it's like, yeah, that's pretty dope. We started rapping during lunchtime, attracted girls. We got 2 or 3 girls in the classroom with us who were listening to us, just listen to what we had to say, which is really dope. Yeah, that was really dope. There's another spot. I even went as far with this rap thing as far as there was a spot called Up Rock. It was downtown. I remember the first night I went there, that joint was downtown. That joint was Freestyle Friday. Freestyle Friday, just like BET stuff, Freestyle Friday. And you go in there, you can grab the mic and freestyle. Well, I think it was rap battles. Like, I went there my first night, sat there, man. I'm like, oh man, like I was just listening, like, man, I was just taking it all in, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to build confidence wise so I could get on the mic, which I never did, like, fully do that. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about it though. But yeah, man, growing up I never really had the cable television. So any stuff I see on like 106 in Park was over friends' houses and stuff. You'd watch Freestyle Friday. I love Freestyle Friday, man. That was the stuff back then, man. Freestyle Friday was dope. So yeah, so I'm a junior, I'm a sophomore in high school, got my first job. I'm looking like a rapper. People saying, oh man, he dressed like a, you know what I'm saying? You look good, like you doing your thing. Like, yeah, okay, I may as well rap. Okay. Number 2, the reality check. Here you go. Here's the reality check, man. Growing up in Salt Lake City in the 2000s, like I keep saying, man, there wasn't too many black folk out here, and like-minded black folk that wanted to try and rap, very scarce. I may have knew two dudes, two niggas. They're already doing their thing with somebody else. It's like me, I had to roll solo. I had to do it on my own. You know what I'm saying? I had to roll completely solo. When it came to this rap thing, man, I really didn't have any like-minded dudes that we could make a rap crew. I didn't have that. I wanted that so bad, bro, but wasn't meant to be. Another thing is the reality check is like, dude, I never really been in a studio or never recorded anything. But I still love rap, you know what I'm saying? I love freestyle, I love music. I remember it's like another thing. I would practice like here and there, like just like random stuff. I mean, I'll be on the bus coming home, be freestyling. Especially when I'm coming home walking, it'd be late at night, I'll be high as a kite. You know what I'm saying? I'll be freestyling, man. I'll be freestyling that joint up. But it seems like I could have never got enough practice in, man. I think I would have excelled more if I was around like-minded people like me that really wanted it just as much as I did, where we can all push each other to keep going. But I just didn't have that type of, I didn't have that around me, man. I'm not gonna lie. Let me show you this story. So, like I said, I was getting into trouble all throughout high school, most of high school. I remember I was at the what's that joint called? The mall, right? Crossroads Mall, right? Downtown. I remember me and a couple friends me and a couple homies went to the store, right? Electronic spot. And there was I seen this recorder, bro. It was a digital recorder. I mean, like it was yesterday. It was a digital freaking recorder. It cost like $100 to $200. Digital recorder. Digital. Before cell phones and all that stuff. Digital freaking recorder, bro. Guess what I was gonna do with that joint? I was down enough to run out the store and out the mall, steal that joint, run out the store and out the mall with that joint. It never came down to do. I never did it. Thank God, right? Because I would have gotten in a lot of trouble. But I was down to do it. It's just a kid, I was down to do it, just so I can have something to record myself on. But because I've never been in no studio. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So give me a sec. Somebody shot. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna hurry this video up. It's taking a little long. But yes, I was willing to steal one of them digital recorders so I can record myself rapping to help out with my joint. You know what I'm saying? Help me keep going. Okay. Number 3, the breaking point. I stopped rapping in 2005 when I went homeless. That's when I stopped rapping. 2005. The last time I got locked up is when I stopped rapping. July 24, 2005. I just stopped rapping, bro. I got burnt out. Even then, I couldn't find any like-minded people who wanted to do it. You're living in Salt Lake. How many people are you gonna find who want to rap? Like, you know what I'm saying? Got burnt out. Really couldn't come up with any new material, stuff that I did have written down in the book. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't come up with any more ideas. Didn't know any producers. I mean, this is Salt Lake City, bro. Didn't know any producers. Anybody who knew how to rap. I mean, it was just a bunch of stuff, man. Like I said, I didn't know anybody who shared the same dream, bro. So that was like the moment I knew rapping wasn't for me. It's just all these years, it's just like, man, I couldn't even find something as small as a rap crew. You know what I'm saying? But it is. I mean, it's funny though, because even now, I've run across people who rap and wanted me to be a part of the crew, not as a rapper because I don't rap anymore, but who who were down to hang out, be your tribe and stuff, and be a rapper and stuff, and be part of the rap group, but not anymore, man. But all right, number 4, lessons I learned. So later on, like I started figuring this stuff out more and more as I got older. I quit in 2005 rapping. Now, I got on the internet, was kind of researching stuff. I was always and still am interested in knowing everything there is about rap. But I just learned that a lot of these rappers, they into that fast life, man. They're into the partying, the different chick every night, the drugs, the alcohol, in and out of jail. A lot of these mothers is getting killed every other day. Niggas is hooked on pills, and it's bad, man. It's bad. Just to be a rapper, that's a rapper's lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I didn't become a rapper, to be honest with you. I know it sounds crazy, right? Because a lot of these niggas is broke. A lot of these niggas is still in debt to their record label. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all the stuff I just described is just like, I'm not about that no more. I'm a totally different changed man, bro. I'm not about that no more. You know what I'm saying? But rap was definitely an outlet for me growing up, because all the trouble I used to get into. But guess what? I grew up and I don't get in any trouble like that no more. When you live in that type of rap lifestyle, you're going to get in trouble. Look at all these rappers, man. You got people paying, like rappers paying other dudes to kill people, like murder for hire type of deal. It's just like, man, thank God I didn't go down that route in terms of, becoming a rapper, like trying, wasting my freaking time. Especially, come on, I live in Salt Lake, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying there's people in Salt Lake that ain't being rappers. I knew one cat who was a rapper. We had a record deal and everything. You know what I'm saying? But that's on another story for another day. But I just thank God I didn't go that direction, because, I don't smoke anymore. I don't drink. I ain't out here chasing hoes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into the party scene. I don't even wear jewelry no more, man. I don't even wear jewelry like that no more. I mean, I got this joint right here. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't like it's an iced out watch or something, like, ain't nothing like that. But yeah, fellas, that's my video. Like, comment, subscribe. Deuces.